Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the collective. Yay! Hello. Our last session was session 63 on March 13th of 2022, which of course makes this session 64. We have a full Minecraft stack of regular blocks or 4 stacks of cookies, I think.
Or snowballs.
Or snowballs, that's right. All right. We do not have a summary written for the previous session, so before we go. All right. So our last session was as follows. After the party unknowingly triggered a large fiery trap in a seemingly random forest clearing on their way to Magnolia, they were beset upon by several bandits hidden underneath big rocks, as well as a mad mage cackling, crying, and all sorts of other utterances were made by him as he danced around the battlefield, assaulting the group, causing mayhem, and dealing great amounts of damage. A battle ensued between the group and the mage and his bandit lackeys, during which this mage showed very little regard for the safety of his solid statue of ice that would later shatter, as well as actively putting several of his other fellows in harm's way. The party took a mostly defensive position, opting to erect magical barriers around themselves to defend against the onslaught of bandits. After a relatively brief yet fiery battle, the mage teleported away from the group and down along the side of the road, cackling again and announcing to the party that whomever approached him next would breathe their last. Cedric decided to call this man bluff, but in a surprise turn of fate, the Mad Mage instead directed his attack towards Gorn, sending a cascading bolt of green energy towards the half-orc. And while it did not kill him, it sent him spiraling to the ground, his arm disintegrated by the Mad Mage's magic. The Mystery Mage quickly disappeared as Gorn hit the ground and began to fade into unconsciousness as the rest of the bandits had been killed or had begun to fled the area. Oh, and Kevril made a big snake. Yes.
Can't leave that out.
That was the MVP of the fight, honestly.
Made a big snake.
Yes, he summoned a big snake.
What is the name of the big snake?
I forgot.
I make a big snake every single morning.
I believe it might have been Larry.
Giant constrictor snake.
It was Larry David, actually.
Larry David.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
In the flesh?
Yeah. I mean, he was in the flesh before he got, unsummoned.
So we summoned the snake, and then that guy started running away, so maybe he's got a snake thing.
Snakes.
A lot of people do.
Why snakes?
It's always snakes.
This
All
is
right.
Larry David the first.
Anyways.
Oh, I've got the blessed D20.
Are there any questions, comments, concerns, or otherwise before we begin?
Can I opt to just disintegrate?
No.
Oh my god, please no.
Makes things much more complicated.
Do you want to?
No, I do not.
Can I opt to instead disintegrate leave session?
Oh my god.
Wow. Oh, that's funny.
No.
Okay.
Better
He'll
now
come
that he
back.
only has one armpit.
He'll come back as Gorn's son.
I hate that these are the conversations that we have.
Gorn with one R and 2 N's.
There was a time when we were debating what spelling would be better.
Yeah, we were.
I remember that.
That's what it was. All right. If there are no other questions, then we will begin.
Begin.
Commence.
Begin.
Gorn.
Yep.
You hit the ground just kind of unable to form words as the breath is ripped from your lungs. You look over and clutch the decayed black stump that was once your left arm, and you quickly succumb to the shock. Your vision fades as the rest of the group turns towards you, panic-stricken, and begins to run over towards you to assist. But soon their helping hands lose any feeling upon you to a black, dark unconsciousness.
Okay.
But as you exist in this this comatose state, this forcefully induced sleep, you begin to see suggestions of something in the darkness as your mind just barely begins to regain its grasp upon consciousness. Though you cannot see anything, and you certainly aren't looking with your eyes, you begin to see flits of color in the blackness of your mind. They dance around for a time, reds and greens, blues and yellows. And as they grow brighter and more apparent in your mind's eye, you begin to feel a soft wind upon your face and the feeling of prickly grip on your skin. I'll move him over here. Where's Gorn? Oh, I lost Gorn.
Is this gonna be like Tony Stark Avengers style when he like fucking sees everyone else dead on that island with him?
Yes.
Is this gonna be?
That would be not so.
Gorn. As you finally pull yourself back into consciousness, you open your eyes and are met by the sight of a gray, twisted mockery of the clearing. What was once strong oaken forest now rises above you oppressively on either side as a towering black mass that has neither beginning nor end. The grass beneath you and the dirt is devoid of any color, sapped of life and raked by dark, howling winds that swirl around you. Above you is an infinite void.
Okay. Can I move?
You can.
I'd like to turn around and see if any of my friends are there. Oh, yeah. That would be my first thought.
Okay.
Where is everyone?
You pick yourself up off of the ground, still with one arm, and gaze around.
Is it clean off?
It's
Is
clean
it gone
off.
completely, or is there just like the black husk of arm?
It's just clean at the shoulder.
I nod to myself solemnly.
You look around into this this strange clearing. There's no sign of any life. Your friends aren't here.
Fuck.
You are seemingly alone, but as you sit here and gaze around, you do begin to hear soft whisperings in the back of your mind, whose source you cannot yet place.
Hello? Hello?
Your voice does not echo in this place, it's simply absorbed by the area as the whispers continue.
Are they coming from a direction?
At this point, you try to gather what direction they're coming from, but it seems that they are sourceless. They may not even be coming from anywhere.
All right. Is like the wreck? Is like, are there still like fires going on? Is like everything still as it was when I lost consciousness? Because there's still a wall of fire present, I believe. Or no, it got dispelled.
It is as you found it when you first entered the clearing.
Oh. Okay. Well, I want to investigate the area back where like the bandits came from.
Okay.
See if my friends are like. There's got to be something underneath those rocks, right? So maybe my friends are there.
Okay, you want to just go look under a rock?
Yeah, I want to go look under this one
Okay.
where the dude popped out from.
All right. You head on over, walking through the area. This dark wind still howling. You go over to this big old stone. It seems like the moss that was once growing upon it is now almost a black Icarus lichen, no longer just a regular moss. You lift it up and you see there's nothing but void below it. Just a hole in the earth below you. Looking down, it seems to be the same as looking up.
I call down into the hole. Hello? Is anyone down there?
Once more, your voice is absorbed.
A question out of character here.
Sure.
Is this big thingy in the middle, like in the air, is that like the representation of said void?
That's a great question.
Well, I turn around.
You take a look away from the hole, and you see in the center of the clearing there are dark streaks of miasma, a quivering black light that pours from a terrible whispering vortex before you. As you peer at it, once more you begin to see suggestions of color on the edges of your vision. Flits of color, blues and greens, reds and yellows, dance across your eyes before eventually coalescing into reality around you. Soon the clearing is full of the dancing lights whose colors fail to reflect across the terrain or light the area, and an all-encompassing voice calls out to you.
Hello? Who is that? And my hand kind of like goes to my chest, feeling for like the Bjorn's sigil.
The voice calls out to you again. This time with a more concrete source. You hear your name softly called again. It flows and ebbs like a wave, coming from nothing and then disappearing once again into the howling wind, but you're certain it's emanating from this swirling vortex of blackness and dancing color before you.
Can I roll an insight check to see if I've heard this voice before?
You absolutely may. Go ahead. Oh, okay.
Are you using blessed D20?
It was by me, so yeah.
I know, because you almost died.
14.
14? Okay. Why don't
Yeah.
I change my background to...
Wait, did I read the wrong one? I did. 13.
13?
13
Okay.
instead, yeah. I suppose it's probably going to be the same.
Okay.
God, I'm using 2 keyboards at once. This is very hard. Sorry.
Why?
Anyways, continue. Because I've got you on my laptop, and then I've got tabletop on my PC.
I understand. All right. So you think, you rack your mind trying to put some sort of familiarity to this voice, and after some time, as the voice continues to call out your name, you begin to assign some familiarity to it. You certainly heard this before, though you struggle to recall just how many times or just where exactly.
Upon hearing the voice, do I feel comforted? Anxious? What is like the animalistic gut feeling that I'm getting from this?
It is
Or do I have any feelings?
You feel very conflicted. On the one hand, a sense of dread, of nothingness, but on the other, almost a comfortable familiarity, a control.
Hmm. I stand there looking at the void for a little bit. And then I drop to my knees and say a small prayer to Bjorn and to any other gods that might be hearing me.
Roll.
And I walk.
Roll a religion check.
Oh. Sure, that's definitely not. Yeah, I got a -1 for that one, but hey. Let's go. Come on, big D20. Blessed D20. Ah,
Where'd it go?
13.
13.
Again.
As you begin to recite whatever prayer you can. Why is Bandit Kurt here? Get out of here.
I was like, is the voice Bandit Kurt?
Yeah.
Calling
Yes,
to me
it's
from the
your
void.
arch nemesis, Bandit Kurt, the
Oh.
random guy. Anyways, as you begin to recite whatever prayers you can think of, mostly just requests for protection, freedom, anything that you could pick up perhaps from Rosani or Flint's utterances in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do so, the voice becomes louder and more corporeal. And as you peer into the void, you watch as a figure begins to form. Nothing more than a head. And it shifts and warps for a time before, as the voice calling out to you grows louder and louder, with a loud "Gorn," the bleached, decayed skull of a raven floats within the black and color-flitted miasma. Its dark pits peering towards you.
Sudden realization dawns on me, possibly. A thought, a fleeting one. I make a gamble. We've met before, I say, knowing my voice isn't carrying anywhere.
Many times, Gorn. Welcome.
I've denied you once before. Why come to me now?
There's truth to your words. But tell me, where do you believe this path is taking you?
I crack a smile. Well, to Magnolia, of course.
Ever the literalist, I see. Gorn. The voice just echoes in your mind for a time with an achingly long silence before the figure speaks again. You follow a purposeless path. One with no direction, no goal, no conditions of victory. Tell me, to Magnolia you ride, but then what next? And what will Magnolia bring you? What will all of this bring you?
Those are valid points. Let's cut to the chase then. What are your terms? And what do you offer me?
The lights in the area continue to dance and flicker, appearing and disappearing, both in the landscape around you and in your vision as well, independent of what's going on around you. The voice speaks once more. I can offer you many things, Gorn. With all your resolve and all your strength, you are not strong enough to conquer the challenges ahead of you without my help. I could offer you anything you could ever want. Or anyone. And you watch
Fuck.
as she speaks that word to you. The face within the black miasma shifts and warps, the bones cracking and restructuring until dark green skin pours over a broken, restructured skull. The familiar face of another elderly half-orc. A remnant of the old war. Even after all this time, Gorn was able to take your arm from you. What else could it take? The face utters before again. The face melts. The skull restructures again. And once again, a new set of skin and muscle and tissue builds over it. This time, the fair face of a woman, a human woman. Not only did he take your arm this war, but it's taken everything else from you, too. Wouldn't you want to be able to stop something like this from happening again? To reverse what had happened before?
I feel sick.
Once more, the face restructures.
Don't do it, Brett.
It takes the form of a very familiar gnome.
Fuck you, man.
Great hat upon him with a feather poking out from the brim. How could you hope to face such raw arcane power by yourself, Gorn? That was just one of the many people you might face, one of the many things. Look what he did to you. Think about what you could have done to him. What you could have done for me. The raven skull now in cracked bits and pieces.
I dropped to my knees. Just the wind taken out of my sails.
You fled from me for some time, Gorn. Resisted my influence. Ever since Tybalt. And that's why I like you, Gorn. Few are able to resist such temptations. Few wield such force of character, of will. We could be very useful to each other, Gorn. Very useful indeed.
I wiped the tears from my eyes. Not noticing that they were there in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I picked myself back up. I admit, you drive a hard bargain. What of my current patron? I know not of the ways of the gods. But as I see it, there'll be repercussions. Ones that you may not even be able to answer to. Look. I kind of fucking grip my fucking one hand and set my fucking jaw. I learned my lesson a long time ago. You're no goddess of death. Just murder. Senseless killing. Even back then. I shake my head furiously. I chose that would never be my path. Not after what I did. Not after how I put him down. Never again.
As you begin to defy this power, the whispering in the back of your mind and all encompassing around you begins to grow louder and louder as this raven skull in the center begins cracking a little more at your apparent refusal. Your current patron. Your patron is nothing. A fool amongst gods and mortals alike. The whispering continues to grow as the words that are being spoken begin to lose any concrete meaning to you. They've eventually failed to be words at all rather than anything but ideas. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
It's gonna fall off the fucking table.
Yeah, it is.
15 plus 16
16.
is what I got for you.
Gorn, as thoughts and images of senseless violence, of death, murder, corruption begin to fill your mind and spiral in your head, a singular thought, small but burning hot, strikingly bright, appears within your mind. You hear from deep within the recesses of your mind,
Gorn, keep fighting it, lad. Keep resisting.
And am I still being like overwhelmed here? Can I speak? Can I move? And like, or am I just like fucking like?
You can begin to muster some sort of control over yourself again.
I'm gritting my fucking teeth so hard I can feel my jaw like fucking cramping.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Okay.
Through gritted teeth, I go, listen here, you vile bitch.
Wow.
I am more than senseless killing.
No.
You ask of my path. It is to defend. To defend what I love with my life. And not just my friends. Those in need. Those that need my will. My strength. My hammer.
Damn. As you proclaim this, The whisperings are more and more subdued as these visions of glory and honor begin to fill your mind and, in fact, coalesce around your very being within this dark, twisted place in a burst of passionate flame. A fiery gate opens next to you, through which the telltale figure, that's a poor way of phrasing it, Bjorn, steps through the fiery gate. His flaming axe and sword bright, finally a light that is able to pierce through this all-absorbing darkness and gray. He looks over to you, Gorn. Gorn! You're with me now! Listen! It's not real! It was just an attempt! She's trying to trick you into her service. The defeat, it wasn't real. She's trying to fool you, trying to think you're too weak to fight against her assassins, but you're not, and you're gonna prove it. His voice echoes like something that echoes through the area, and he gazes at you. We could destroy her together. But listen. That mage that attacked you. You've got to destroy him. He's a servant of Sidsela. But he's only the beginning. He's merely a pawn below another stronger mage. A terrible being. A wizard deep in the bogs of the fen. A bearded man in cosmic purple and the wielder of the terrible black flame. Sidsela wishes to kill you here to defeat your resolve and later your body and your mind, so that this terrible wizard, he can approach, he can continue unabated and wreak havoc upon the world. Gorn, you may be the only one who can stop him, but you've got to fight. You've got to kill this one, and you've got to get the purple wizard. Do you understand me? The voice booms through the area.
He's right next to me.
He is right next to you, basically screaming this into your face as the miasma is shoo, 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 rocketing out in shrieks all around you, and the shrieking is continuing to just... Black figures begin descending upon the entire area towards you. Do you understand me, Gorn? It's now or never! You've got to listen to me! Follow me!
I nod, and I hold out my hand to him, my only hand. Right?
What?
Lend me your axe. I ask him.
I'll do you one better. He goes to grasp your other hand, and you watch as from his being, a clasped green hand just in fiery and bloody, like, just creation affixes itself to where your stump once was, and he looks at you. His hand, him still holding your replenished arm. He looks down at the hole that you opened up in the void. Don't look back, Gorn! He tosses you down into the hole. Shoo, you plummet and you watch as the ground begins to crack away as you're just sent spiraling to the void, his flaming axe in one hand and the sword in the other. Whoa, as these black specters begin descending upon him, and he's just dispatching them. The whispering grows louder and louder in your mind as you're soaring through black infinity towards nothingness, faster and faster. You hear just the howling wind once more until finally you hit something hard. Your vision goes black, not just the void of this terrible place, but of unconsciousness once more. You hear a whispering in your mind.
One way or another, Gorn. What I desire shall come to pass.
Like mad.
The rest of you watch as riding upon your horses. Gorn is gone, by the way. I don't know where his icon went.
So is Mitchell.
I see Gorn on my screen.
Where is
He's
Oh,
over
no,
here.
you
Oh,
fucking dropped out of the tabletop. That's all.
oh, great.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, it said.
I literally
Brother.
just moved Gorn.
Oh, weird. I don't know why I got that notification on the tabletop then that you left.
That might have been from before. I did crash
Okay.
earlier.
Oh.
The rest of you hear a loud boom upon the ground. You've been riding now for maybe 9 or 10 hours in the day. Having left the port village earlier in the day upon your horses. There's been nothing of any consequence that has occurred today. You've been in this forest now for quite some time, and it's, though quaint, tranquil, you've moved as quickly as the horses will allow while not exhausting them. And as you begin to ride into a clearing, you hear a loud thump, and you all turn and look and see that Gorn has just fallen off of his horse and hit the ground with a loud thunk.
What happened?
Gorn.
Who was sharing the horse with him?
Gorn was on his own horse.
He's
He
too
was on
big.
his own horse.
Wait a fucking second.
Wait a fucking second.
Drop from the sky?
No, he just fell off his horse.
Oh. Can I get off my horse and then
Yeah,
See
can we
if
go
he's
check
okay.
this deal out?
yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
I'll get behind Gorn and prop him up slightly.
Can I make a medicine check to see if he just passed out or something?
How many
Yeah, go
arms
ahead.
does Gorn have?
He has two.
There
Am
it
I
is.
awake?
He has two?
Two
He has
arms.
two.
Am I awake?
Sus.
1 second. Roll
Gorn
roll
was-
medicine, yeah. What's up,
Gorn was
guys?
on his own. Gorn was on his own horse by himself,
He
awake
was.
with two arms.
Yeah.
And we're at the beginning of the path.
Okay. It's not great because I rolled a 2, but medicine 10.
Wow.
Woo! Turn it around.
What?
I
You rolled a
didn't. I
10?
forgot that I had that good of medicine.
You're good at medicine. Like
Yeah.
I'm good at grabbing people.
Yeah. Kind of my job.
All right. Rosani, you take a look and he's starting to come to. It looks like maybe he just fatigue, heat exhaustion, but it's not warm out by any means. It's a cool
Wait, did
cool
he-
spring day in the forest. Gorn, you begin to come to, and you see that everyone has gotten off their horses and gathered around you.
I start fucking like I'm like looking at my left hand like what the fuck?
Lauren, where did
Are you
that come?
okay,
Are you-
Lauren? What? Calm down.
Do you need some water?
Did you just have like a Did you fall asleep on your horse?
I stand up. Without saying anything to anybody.
Gorn?
And I look around. We're in the clearing that we're in.
Yes.
Oh God.
What?
What is it, Gord?
What's going on? Are you okay? You look like you're sick.
Am I feeling okay, Brett? Like, am I like as Gorn? Is he feeling fit? Is he feeling like ready to go? Like, could he run if he wants to?
Yeah, so you kind of assess yourself quickly as you're looking around. You've definitely got some brain fog as you're coming to, but your left arm feels fine. In fact, you feel nauseous
Okay.
and definitely fatigued, unclear, confused. But you don't seem to be injured. And given some time, you feel like you could shake it off.
All right. I look up at everybody, clenching my left fucking fist. I need everybody to listen up right now.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
You have to do what I say. Understand me?
Yeah.
Like fucking shaking.
What's going on?
What are you talking about?
Follow me.
I grab
Quickly.
I clench my hand over my fucking staff because I'm scared.
And I run over to my horse
Unsure.
and I fucking leap onto him.
Okay.
Yeah, are we following you onto your horse?
Oh, okay, we're
Oh,
going.
no, you got
Oh.
fucking horses, bro. Come
Oh,
on.
shit. I need
Oh,
help getting out to mine.
sorry.
You're gonna lift
Run her down!
Oh, Kedril, can I have uppies?
Yeah, I got
I
him.
him.
I'm
We
of
go-
elf height. I grab him.
Oh lord, this was a disaster.
Who's
I
foot
bring the
riding?
horse a couple hundred feet of hard riding over here,
Okay.
and I fucking rein it in and fucking jump off the horse.
All right.
Oh, shit.
You guys watch as Gorn just whoosh, and the horse before trotting, just like fucking galloping towards this rock, and then he heals it, dives off as you guys.
Lauren, that was like a couple hundred feet.
Yeah.
That was a really intense sprint.
Gorn, you off onto the ground. The
No, I was
dust.
on my horse too.
Yeah, the dust kicks up at your feet, and you're right out next to the big rock.
I draw my maul. Weapons at the ready. Now.
Crossbow.
What do you
What's-
mean?
what's going on?
What are
Can
we
I
fighting?
like fucking move the rock?
Yeah, you
Or is it
can.
just All right, I'm gonna move the rock.
Okay. You lift up the rock. There's a few worms,
God damn it! I knew it would be that way.
a lot of dirt,
Shoot the worm.
couple old twigs. You shoot the worm.
Fucking my longbow just right to the ground at the worm.
Okay, yeah, Cedric, you fire off a bolt that pierces a worm. Gorn, you look and confusion washes over you as you see that there's nothing underneath the rock.
Are you sure you're okay?
I grab,
Yeah,
I
you're acting
fucking
really-
really fucking white knuckle my maul, and I drop the fucking rock. I just put it back down. I white knuckle my fucking maul, and out of rage, I would like to swing at the rock with every bit of force I have.
All right, roll for the attack.
Okay. Do I get advantage since
Stationary,
it's
stationary
technically
rocks are very
stationary?
hard to hit.
It's a rock. It doesn't have a high AC.
I know, but like I want to really,
It has
I want
that
to
hand AC,
break
though.
the fucking rock. I want to break the rock.
I lost it. Where'd it go?
It's a
There it
fucking
is.
19. It's a 19.
Yeah, you hit the rock.
Does it break?
You want to roll for damage?
Jesus
I would,
Christ.
can we just say max damage?
Yeah,
Can I just break the fucking rock? I want to break the rock.
Yeah, you
Earn
actually
it.
you hit the maul and the maul breaks and your left arm breaks. It's gone.
Stop it. Let me
Um,
break the rock.
yeah, do you like yell out at all?
Yeah, no, just like a fucking primordial grunt.
Okay. You all watch as Gorn just brings his maul down upon this rock like a pickaxe. Bam! The rock explodes into several large chunks and dozens of tiny little bits that scatter Rosani a few like drink clink off of your armor and Otis your hull. Dust kicks up in a big old cloud as tufts of grass are ripped up from their roots. And Gorn is just,
I fucking drop to the ground, crisscross applesauce, and hang my head.
How's it going there, buddy?
Are you gonna explain what's going on? At all?
I had a vision. You three, and I point without looking at Rosani, Roscoe, and Flint.
Okay.
Help me make sense of this. We were here. We were fighting. There was explosions. There was fire. There was a wizard.
I'm
He
gonna
nearly
take a shot
killed
in the
me.
dark. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark, DM, and say we have no memory of this.
Badger, Cedric, sorry.
Thank you.
You take a glance around the area. You get a vague sense of deja vu. But the rest of you, no memory whatsoever.
Are you sure it wasn't just a bad dream?
No. I was not sleeping. I was fighting for my life.
Gordon, you fell off your horse.
My head snaps around at fucking Rosani. I saw her, Rosani. I talked to her. Sincela. She spoke to me. Showed me things. Showed me Norbit. Promised me things. I denied her.
Brett,
Hey,
can I do a history check to see if this is something that like is reported with Sensela in history? Can I do like a roll for that to see if this sounds like something that actually occurs in history with her previous avatars and people she's gone for? Is like, can we fact check going here?
she can alter time.
I will. Yeah, you can log on to
Rates its
fucking
ore.
on
Google
Orenpedia.
it.
Oren Wide Web. Go ahead and
Come on.
roll a history.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna survey the road some more.
It's just an 11.
An 11.
I fucking stand back up. Don't go by that cart.
What's in the
I
cart?
point off in the
Man.
fucking distance.
Otis.
A bomb of some sort.
Otis, you scan. You dive into your memory to see if there's anything you might know about this, but unfortunately, you still have very little in terms of worldly knowledge.
Knowledge.
There's a vague sense of familiarity when Gorn speaks of this, but you're unable to parse the information into anything decodable.
I see.
I look around the battlefield some more and I say, what else happened here? Trying to
They
like
came
connect
from
my own dots.
They came from underneath the rocks.
Wrong one.
We
Wrong screen.
stopped by that cart. There was a bomb inside of it. A jar. It created a fireball. It was burning the forest. They came out of the rocks and attacked us. A surprise. Bandits. And the wizard.
It's still ringing bells, Brett.
Roll a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Very well.
We were here. I swear it.
13.
Once again, you glance around and feel like there's the occasional thing in here that you recognize, but ultimately you couldn't have been here before.
Hmm. You said there's a bomb in the cart?
Some sort of explosive, yes. Don't go near it. It nearly killed you last time. Or this time, or...
Well, 25% of the main game.
Let me go over and take a look. I can shuffle things around with a mage hand. Keep my distance.
We'll
We
do it
can-
from a distance.
Just see what's up. I don't know what's going on with you, Gorn, but I can go check.
Roscoe.
Okay.
Took me 18 hours.
Yes.
Sorry, Kaz, I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, if you were speaking in character, then go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come back to it. Give me 1 second.
Gorn, what is
Do we
it?
know if Roscoe's like fucking packed with Phaedra? Is that like common knowledge in the party?
That is not known yet.
Okay, well, never mind.
Oh,
Go ahead,
okay.
Kaz. I was gonna be like, you seen this shit before, brother. But no, I can't do that.
I'm gonna walk up to Gordon, like right next to him, and just be like, I don't understand what's going on here, but your concern has me in extreme worry. I believe you, and I don't know what's going on, but I think you need to fill us in a little bit more. And I don't think, and I turn over to the other two, I don't think you should go near that cart.
It's okay. I'm gonna keep my distance. I'm just gonna poke around and see if there's anything inside.
I look at Gordon with,
I'll
with
just
like a
extend my arm.
quizzical. I look at Gordon with like a questioning look, like, shit, is he still like okay, even though he's using mage hand? Like, I just kind of like,
How much distance do we need here, man?
When we were here, when they attacked us, before they attacked us, Roscoe used his magic to get rid of it. He put it in the forest. I think it should be safe. No one was hurt.
She doesn't want
But still, be careful.
I mean, do I have that spell?
Don't worry, Gorn. I'll be careful.
Then I shouldn't have said you three because I was like pointing at Roscoe, thinking I had known you two, because I know Flint and Rosani are fucking buddy with their respective gods.
It's basically 4. Yeah. You can
Okay.
talk
Alright.
straight.
I'm gonna make my way over to the about where my marker is. Fair distance away from the car, where I could still reach it with my mage hand, and just start moving whatever I can. Any like light debris, kind of push that out of the way.
Okay. Which one of these hands here is your mage hand?
The blue one. I'm doing cool tricks in the air.
Okay. You conjure your mage hand and send it slowly over towards the cart. Gorn, you watch as the hand achingly slowly just kind of
Slowly moving whatever debris is in the way,
trying
to keep this from collapsing.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. Okay. One moment. Oh, the blessed's in the way. That is a 14.
14. Okay. Roscoe, as you focus and begin to clear some debris from the cart, you move a piece of wood
Each of these little squares.
and you hear a crack as a large section of the cart crumbles down with several loud crashes of glass.
So it's a pretty large.
I need just. Actually, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
I have a bad feeling about this, and not in the way that you'd probably expect.
What's that Kanye thing? The Kanye meme with like a little baby.
I hate this.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
What?
It's one of the fucking old Kanye songs, and the little like black baby's like fucking walking. He's like,
That format's been used for multiple things, right? I
Man,
feel like I've seen it in
man,
multiple
here
different
we
things.
go again. You know what I'm talking about. All right, never mind.
I think I do.
I've got
Not a
2.5
big
hours
Kanye
to live on my
following.
body. What do you want from me? Okay, I'm fucking falling apart.
All right.
No.
What,
Not a big Kanye
what do we
following
roll
here.
here?
I didn't roll.
17.
Oh, the 2.
Where'd the
Or,
blessed
sorry, a
220
3.
go? Oh, it's shrouded in mystery.
A 3, we got a 17.
Roscoe's a 19.
Roscoe's a
I've got a
19.
I've got a 10.
A 10, Otis.
No, that's
fuck?
Cos.
No, I'm
Where's the
asking
little baby
Otis.
by?
Oh, I thought you were asking me. I was like, I don't think we sound that alike.
can you hear me?
Identical.
Yeah, I can
I
hear you.
rolled
I rolled a 6.
A 6, okay, and Gorn.
Hold on.
Gil, I sent a reference video in the group chat for everyone for your meme.
You know what I'm talking about?
I did. I was saying it, but my internet wasn't going through.
Why the fuck is? Hold on, sorry. Why am I blanking? It's just a fucking dex modifier, right?
Yes.
Unnatural 20.
20. Okay.
Trying to tab out with my fucking PC keyboard.
Gorn.
Gorn said
I
it's
wrote-
a mile away.
Gorn,
I-
you watch as the debris tumbles and you hear the crashing of glass. And you immediately realize what's about to happen.
I shout, Roscoe, get down!
I react and I get down. I try to duck behind like the sign.
I'll wait on your turn.
Oh shit. Okay.
Am I still here? Is it still my turn?
Yeah.
I look back down at the fucking rock. Is there a hole now?
You turn around. You've got a combat turn.
Okay. Well, I turn around and I look down at the rock. Is there a hole?
There is no hole.
Fuck.
That worm is dead, though. You're welcome.
Well, I'm like the farthest away from him. That's always great. Can I get? How long? I mean, can I get on my horse and run over there? That's not gonna. I don't think I could do that in 6 seconds.
I would rule it as an action to get on your horse.
And an action to get off the horse,
Um,
or just an
Bro,
action to get
mount-
on the fucking horse.
mounted
Use
combat.
the movement.
Mounted Elden Ring style.
Dude, Elden Ring. Ever heard of it?
Okay, how many
I have.
squares? 1, 5.
I just beat Renala. Was that her name?
Fucking
Nice.
But I
Easy
actually
clap.
rolled a
Not
10.
The
hard.
moon lady.
10?
Very easy clap.
yeah, super easy.
I forgot about my dex modifier for my initiative.
it's okay.
5, 15, 20, 30, 35. Okay. I use a dash action. To
Okay.
use all I would have 5 feet of movement, I believe, to get all the way over to Roscoe.
Okay.
I'd like to tackle him to the ground immediately.
Okay. Roscoe, are you resisting that? Okay.
No, I will not.
I mean, he's small, so I'm just gonna try and shield him like a fucking live grenade.
Okay.
I don't think I have much of a choice, even if I did try to resist.
Gorn, you
Definitely
immediately start sprinting past the rest of your comrades. Oh, tackle Roscoe and just get over him like you're hugging a grenade.
kind of makes sense that he won the initiative check on that because of his knowledge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that what you're doing,
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Roscoe?
He done did it.
Does anything happen after the glass shatters?
I'll let you know after your turn.
Good.
Roscoe's neck is
I'll-
immediately broken by Gorn tackling him.
Yeah, a 762 by 54 millimeter round cracks from the trees. The
I don't know if
Viet,
there's much that I
Viet
can
Cong
do in
here.
this
Lance just goes,
situation.
See ya.
Flint, no. Chugga chugga chugga.
They're in the trees.
That's
Yeah, I
how
was gonna say, here's some helicopters, and all of a sudden, fucking
Fortunate
what's it
son.
called? Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the orcs actually ended up driving the humans back. The goblins made AKs.
Yes.
Okay.
Pequod, but piloted
Can you
by
just
an
pass
orc.
your turn? Like, I don't think you can. Do
I don't think there's anything I can do.
Are you just
warn
gonna
us?
are you
Can
just
do
gonna get
anything like
down?
that?
I don't got any of that, buddy.
All right.
That's a Rosani. That's a Rosani
He's-
move. That's not a.
He's
that's not
a
Roscoe move.
bard.
Okay.
Keep
Sing
Yeah,
me a
except if
song.
you break
My
the wall or
whisper me a
something.
Especially,
song in my ear.
especially if I can't reach my horn and like play that.
All right. If that's
that's
your
fine.
turn,
My
then
shtick. That's my turn.
Cedric.
No one heard that. Come on.
Can I see the other worm under that rock?
Yeah.
I shoot that worm.
Roll for
I
the
don't know.
attack.
Fuck yeah, bro.
God damn it.
Like a fucking 19.
Yeah, you kill the worm. Okay. Otis.
Well, I
Unless
move.
that's you're running
I
towards
don't know. I go like there.
it? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Sure.
Otis.
All right, what's in front of me again?
You
Am I
are
still on the horse.
you are atop
Rosani?
the horse with Rosani.
Which I'm not sure how we're on a horse together, but we are.
It makes
So-
sense. It makes sense.
Okay.
You guys
The
are both
fucking-
pretty heavy. Yeah.
Beefy horse.
She's
Where's
got
this- where's this
armor on.
bird?
She's got armor on. Jeez, I'm not saying
Does the horse have
Rosani's.
armor? Is it like Oblivion?
No, it doesn't. What?
Sad.
Listen, Rosani has metal armor on. It is mithril, but still. And
You could have just said you both are carrying the weight of like a full suit of armor.
She's
and
just
been
big boned.
specific about it instead of saying you both
Dick
are pretty
Brett,
heavy.
fat phobic Brett.
Otis is made of metal. He's a robot.
I know it makes sense for him, but also Rosani.
All right.
You're just perpetuating your hate. It's fine.
Oof.
All
Wow.
right, Brett. I don't
Brett
even
Jones,
know where
woman
anything
hater.
is on this map. I'm not seeing anything. Where are these worms?
Wait, I have an out of character question for
Yeah.
both Brett and Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys, to create Otis, did you like homebrew a race or did you use Warforged?
It's a
He's
Warforged.
Warforged.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, I was just
Yeah.
curious.
There's
It was the
two.
automaton found in the when we were floating through the
Yeah,
polar.
Yeah, he's the guy
Yeah.
from
I
way
remember
up
that part.
there on the
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
ice sheet.
But he's a monk of the 4 elements.
Yeah, so the
Yeah,
two fucking skewered worms are right under where this rock was, right here.
Was.
I've
That's a bunch of
circled it
pebbles.
in pink.
I see.
How much XP did I get for killing those, by the way?
1.
You lost a level.
Yeah.
Damn.
Senseless
Reset to level
worm
1.
violence.
I'm not really.
Why hasn't Sincela approached me?
The worm casts hellish rebuke on you and you die.
Yikes.
I guess I'll use my quarterstaff to attack the other worm.
All right, do you get off the horse?
Can I reach it from here? You
no.
know. All right,
Oh,
then
the fucking
You
horse.
mean
Dump
you
me off
play
the
Elden
horse.
Ring? Uses heavy attack.
Okay. I don't know why it's her attack. You guys could just pass if you don't have anything to do.
I mean, I don't have anything to do, but I feel like the worm, like it sounded like a good time.
Okay. All right. Well.
What?
Okay. 2 of you go to attack the worm. Roll for the attack.
18 plus 5, a nice little 23.
Yeah. You
Solid.
mash the already skewered worm into several less worms.
Cool. I feel like I just completed the cycle of life there.
Great. Kev.
I think I'm gonna use
Big
conjure
carrot.
animals and get myself some wolf friends.
Okay.
Get myself 8 of them because I'm casting it in a regular spell slot.
Sure. All right. Raya's
8
here.
wolves?
8 wolves at the normal spell slot?
Correct.
What happens when you cast it at the highest level spell slot you
I
have?
think it's
How many wolves
I
do you
think it's a
get?
snake.
You get 3 times as many.
What?
Dude, he summons 24 wolves.
Wolves.
Where do you?
What
Where do you
spell is
summon
it
them?
Normally?
Here,
Some of them
Kev-
around me.
put them
Kevin's a
where
red
put them where
player.
you want.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna have like a few of them move towards the cart, and move to protect like Gorn and
Wait,
Roscoe.
how many wolves did he summon?
8.
8.
Pepperell
And
definitely
what
plays
level does it
goblins.
start out as?
I think it's a 3rd or 4th. Let me double check that.
Oh, okay.
It's
That
a
makes
3rd
more
level
sense.
spell. It's a
That
3rd
makes
level
more
spell.
sense. Okay, I thought this was like first level and you got 8 fucking wolves. I'm like, why are we all playing druids?
Yeah.
Druids are pretty strong.
Yeah.
We'll just make huge constrictor snakes. We'll just send a bunch of them after
So
us.
the way the
snakes.
spell is actually worded, it says, let me see, 1 beast of challenge rating 2,
That's a
2
lot of
beasts of
challenge rating
1,
shit, right?
4 beasts of half, 8 beasts of 4th, and wolves are in the 4th category. So I get 8
Yeah.
of them.
Correct.
All right.
That's
Wow.
wild.
Go ahead and
Cool.
put your
Cool
wolves
spell.
where you want them to go within the spell's range.
What's the range? 60? I forgot. I literally just had it up. Hold on. Yeah, 60. Okay. Where's 60? Where am I at?
You could move if you want to do that and then
Yeah,
cast it.
I mean, I'll just move up over here.
Okay.
And then put them up over here. Yeah. We'll move like a couple over here. Right? Then go right by the cart.
Okay. Just meat shielded.
Here we
Well,
go again.
Really, the idea is that I want them to protect my friends because Gorm seems very, very upset.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't we do this shit last time?
I
Means
tried.
you
I got
would've-
walled off.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Listen, it was a very tactical Rosani decision.
It was not.
Excuse me, I wasn't even Sure.
You
Okay.
walled
That
me in
was
between the cart and a
you.
wall of fire.
You guys
I
are real.
was saving your life.
You guys
You're
are
saving
really
an
lucky that
opportunity
was
attack.
maybe not real.
Let's be real.
All right, Kev, is that
Alright,
your
I put the
turn?
wolves there. Yeah, I guess that's all I got.
All right,
I mean, I read
and
main longbow, if that counts.
Rosani.
So, what is going on exactly? So, are all the worms dead?
First person to ask.
Why
Why
are
do
we
you
asking
ask
about the
that?
worms?
I'm so confused
All right,
on what is going on.
so-
Gordon is literally throwing himself, he's beside himself trying to protect fucking Roscoe.
I know,
I
but,
feel
like,
like we should be
why
more
were
concerned
we-
about him and less concerned about worms that we've split in half for the umpteenth
Okay,
time.
why were we attacking worms in the first place?
Because your
Because
party
they
is
had
dumb.
no
Otis is just
actions.
learning.
They
Otis
had
is just
no
learning.
actions. Yeah, Otis is just learning. They had no
Ah,
actions.
Otis is
Yeah. I don't
They
know
should've
why.
just-
I can't tell you why Cedric did that, but I reckon Otis is just working on his threat response protocol.
So
Yeah,
they
just
basically
trying to
what they
understand
did
things
You know
is
what? Hold on.
they did nothing.
You guys know
to
that
answer-
that Twitter bot online that the internet just completely corrupted, and they made it like say shit like "I love Hitler" and all sorts of stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the one that got
No.
like
Yeah, that's
really
like
Hey,
that's like
If anybody
Cedric
watches
with
this
Otis.
VOD, don't cut that out, please. Don't take that out of
Yeah,
context.
Brett said just you heard it here first. He loves Hitler.
That's like what
Which is taking
Cedric
us
just
down.
did with Otis. Cedric just gonna like fuck up Otis's program.
Okay, listen. We're
Alright.
trying to find a wizard.
Oh,
Maybe
So-
the wizard is disguised as one of the worms.
Okay.
I'm
A purple
gonna
lizard
get off
wizard.
my horse,
We don't necessarily know what we're looking for.
and I'm confused on what's
Besides
going
Gorn,
on.
I guess.
I'm gonna run over to Gorn, I guess.
okay.
All the way to Gorn?
Well, as close as I can get.
All right.
So, there.
Realize
Here we
watching
go
as
again.
Gorn just like tackles Roscoe. A couple of the other members are thrown into disarray as Kevril moves to assist Roscoe and Gorn. You quickly jump off your horse and start heading over to assist as well. Gorn, you've just jumped on top of Roscoe. You put your hands over your head to prepare for the boom.
No boom.
Boom.
I didn't think so.
Nothing happens.
Interesting.
You all stand or lie or are covered or whatnot there as you watch, Gorn like "Ah!" before you also realize that nothing is happening.
Now
Are we
what?
still in combat?
You are not.
Oh.
You never were.
Oh,
Oh.
Is
Oh.
everything okay?
Gorn, are you
Yeah.
okay?
I get up.
He's up.
I said I don't get up. I just kind of like stop bear hugging Roscoe, and I just like sit back on my hands.
Relax.
I begin
I-
petting one of the dogs.
I still get
It
up
I
and
accepts.
want
dust myself
one
up.
of the dogs.
Does not break concentration. It accepts it.
To be quite honest with you, Rosani, I don't know. I turn to face her.
Is he still looking like sickly or?
Does he look like he's only gotten 5 hours of sleep in the last 72 hours?
Rosani was oddly specific. Rosani, you take a look at him. Physically, he looks fine, though you see a kind of manic confusion in his face.
I've been feeling all day. So like this right here is what Gorn looks like at the current moment. Like,
Or you look so pale.
You're looking quite green.
I'm always green. That's my secret. No, I look at Rosani. Have you ever spoken with her?
Once.
Is it canon that Gorn spoke with her? Spoke with her. Fuck. Spoke with
Spoked.
her.
Gorn spoke with her.
Can you just ask my fucking question before I actually just die?
Yeah,
I die right
didn't-
now.
Because you went into Rosani's mindscape
Yes.
before she did
Okay.
and talked with Arabella.
So that's canon.
Yeah, you have spoken with the voice of Arabella.
You didn't see her.
I've told Rosani this.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
We went over this. Yeah.
Yes, you
Think
have.
so.
As you know, I have as well.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, you know, I've taken an oath. And I touch my chest. Myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot deny that it is real, is not fiction.
Mm-hmm.
For I bear
Mhm.
the sigil.
Mm-hmm.
Bjorn has visited me on a numerous occasion. And I certainly have had dreams, nightmares, of events past. Of the events of... Was that only a few weeks ago when Norbert exploded?
Yeah.
Nightmares of the events of a few weeks ago. And other things that I've experienced at her hands that I will spare you the details of. And I've lived those memories many times in my dreams. Never once, and I swear upon this by Bjorn am I at Maul, have I ever had a dream where something was new. Well, I had not seen this before. I swear to you all, what I speak is truth. She spoke to me, goaded me, enticed me into her service, and I denied it. Bjorn was also there, and he warned me to kill the wizard that tried to kill me. That he was a mere pawn of some nameless fucking purple wizard. I know it sounds like bullshit. Off in the fen somewhere. I don't know what the fuck that is either, quite frankly. Maybe you two might know. And I look at Rosani and Kev. But some nefarious things are afoot. That's for sure. You must believe me.
Do.
I would not lie to you. You know this.
I'm gonna
Believe you,
I
Gorn.
made my way over to them. I'm just gonna say that because I was listening to them. I look over at Rosani and I was like, and I'll say, have you been having them too?
Brett, remind me. I don't think I've told any of them about my visions of the forest, correct?
You have not told a
I've-
single soul.
I've told Astrid because I asked Astrid about
Actually, you're right. Yeah, you've told Astrid, but none of the party or any of your other
Astrid,
friends.
Astrid, not a soul.
We go
Confirmed.
again.
Well, the
catch.
reason I'm asking because I'm not. This isn't in character. I know I'm a full elf, quote
Yeah.
unquote.
A elf.
So
Yeah.
I'm aware of the visions that even half elves have. So that's why I'm asking.
I haven't told any. Mainly because I wasn't sure what it meant. but a couple times, mainly before we went on our big boat west, I wouldn't say it's, yeah, I guess it is similar to what Gorn experienced. Although it wasn't something that happened immediately after I woke up. It still hasn't happened yet, so I don't know if it was just a dream or a nightmare, but basically I was in the forest again and there was fire and screaming and just chaos all around. And I was walking through this town and I saw my mother again. And she was standing just in front of this big fire. And right before I woke up, she turned around. And I've asked Astrid about it. I haven't really gotten an exact answer from what she thinks about it, but
I believe you,
not-
Gorn.
yeah, I do too. I'm not sure if they're pointing towards the same thing, but
They have some grasp in reality. I can say that with certainty.
yeah.
I believe you, Gorn.
We fought
I don't know
here.
what to do with- I don't know what to do with my wolves. Should I just
Not
hunt
just the
them?
vision, not just the talking with the god shit. We fought. I swear on it. You've seen me nearly die a dozen times.
Can I investigate the cart some more as to why it looks like this?
Yeah, you absolutely may. Go ahead and
He's gonna take some. He's gonna take some wolves with him.
I'll do it. I'll take wolves with me. How many? 4.
3, 4.
No, 4.
4.
5.
That fourth one will make the difference.
That's true. Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation, Cedric.
Where are my dice? Natural 20.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
What's the total roll?
Oh,
Oh fuck, like 25.
Correct.
25. Okay.
25.
Critical.
Correct.
You see the trees that were chopped down to make the cart, and they're
Hey guys, it's
entirely-
critical.
This is worse than the.
Oh, you know,
Men
I've
in
got
Black
I've got the
animated
white
You got the white
t-shirt.
shirt.
Man, I haven't seen shit like this since Norwood Halfpint broke that lady's neck in that town. You know, that's like when that pirate captain Lofi almost killed like all the collective at the same time. Shit, that's like when Roscoe got stabbed by that necromancer.
Do you think that girl's neck was at the half pint angle after he was done?
Oh my
I'm sorry.
I
That was
hate
one I've been saving for a while.
That was horrible.
Oh,
Write
sorry,
that one
sorry,
down.
Mitch.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh.
You have to apologize to me.
that was
I
so
apologize
bad.
to the group at large for that one.
Apologize to
Apologize
fucking.
for Brett.
You should apologize to
for
Von
screaming
Leah.
this.
For
I mean,
to
she's
Gertrude.
alive, isn't she?
She's alive.
He
Yeah.
is alive.
She's got kind of
She
a.
like
She's
Caroline?
got kind of a crick.
It's like when you break your nose, it never goes back all the way.
Technically, you really haven't.
She's just like this the whole day.
You haven't really
Hey.
visited while she's still healing. I mean, she's still at the Church of Arabella being tended to. Anyways, Cedric, you head on over to the cart and taking a look at it, there are the telltale signs of an attack upon the cart. There are scorch marks upon much of the open exposed wood, a few cracked pieces, clearly from blades or heavy blunt objects. Where there were once full crates are merely a few cracked open pieces of wood. with most of their valuables having been discarded. There's several glass jars that have been shattered. Uh, their contents have just kind of spilled all over and begun to seep into the wood.
And the wolves be doing the dog sniffing. You know, where they're like,
Yeah, and they're sniffing. Yeah. Cedric, you surmise that there's definitely something that attacked this cart and made off with many of the valuables with it. Who or what or why is unclear.
Okay. I return to the group with no new information.
Gordon, when you,
4
when
old
you-
wolves.
Yep. Gordon, when you woke up, was your arm okay? You seemed really surprised by your arm.
Yeah,
And
I
your
gotta hand it to you,
face.
Gorn. You had us really worried.
Haha.
The wolves whine.
Oh,
They
All
drop
of them?
their ears. Just the ones that heard it.
that's funny.
The wizard, he hit me with some sort of foul magic. I could have died right there. I was close. Instead, it just took my arm. All of it, all the way up to the shoulder.
You.
It was
Could
a
I
green
see-
bolt of lightning.
Could I see your arm? I'm gonna. I need to see your shoulder.
Okay. Well, let's take 10 minutes for me to doff my armor first.
Yeah, pretty much.
After that time,
Are you gonna do
I
that?
show you guys shit. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, could we
check on the
maybe
shoulder.
just doff a sleeve? I don't know.
I
how
don't
that
think
shit
that's how
works.
I don't
fucking
think that's
plate
how
works.
No,
armor
is it like
works.
piece by piece? Maybe I don't know.
I know.
All right.
It's like
So
Legos.
I take off
Well,
my
usually
fucking
breastplates are separate
half
from the
plate
arm
pauldron.
plates.
I take off my half plate pauldrons from my left shoulder, and I don't have sleeves. Anyways, it's just the armor, so you can see my bare arm if I take off the pauldron. That
That
should only
works
take
for
a minute
me.
or two.
Yeah.
yeah.
I unclasp it, and I fucking swing my cloak over to my right side.
I just inspect his arm to see if there's any marking or anything on it.
Yeah, you take a look, and seems. I mean, it's bruised and a little cut up and scarred, but frankly, that's how Gorn is much of the time. So nothing seems out of the ordinary to you.
Okay.
Does my my left arm feel any different to me?
There's a certain weight to it that feels strange. But whether or not it is simply mental, you're not sure.
You feel it too, don't you?
I'm going to cast Detect Magic on his arm. I'm not gonna do anything, but I'm just gonna try it. So.
You do so, waving your hands over his arm, trying to detect any alterations made by magic, and he is untouched by it. His arm is just a regular old arm.
It's just his arm. Okay. Well, I mean, it seems normal, which I guess is good. Brett, with my knowledge of religion, do I know anything about altering time or changing back time
Wow.
for many of the gods?
Go ahead and roll religion check.
Oh, baby. Come on, cleric.
Hope she's okay at that.
I hope so. Where's my religion? 24?
24.
Dude, Cedric is so good at religion.
Okay. So, Rosani, during your time in Magnolia and in King Ashen's cathedral, you learned the many, many intricacies of the triadic faith, humanity's belief set. Coupling that with what little new and conflicting knowledge you've gathered from your travels, with the existence of Bjorn and Armogen, and learning of some of these other gods by name and story, your religious knowledge has certainly increased over time, though your fundamental understanding of how things work have been muddied with the introduction of all of this new lore you've learned.
Mm-hmm.
But trying to piece together whatever you can nothing specific to this inquiry can you come up with, but you know of tales from times of yore of interesting, unexplainable things occurring that seem to violate nature, that of course have been attributed to the gods, the triad mostly, and their divine power and wisdom. With everything you know, however, your vast catalog of religious knowledge, you got nothing like this.
Corn, do you think he recognized this wizard if we came across him again?
With 100% accuracy.
Okay.
I will always remember those who come from my life, Rosani.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure how things all played out, but I think we all will believe you. At least I do. So, if you point us to whoever it is, we're behind you.
I stand up and dust myself up.
Now, look, the reason we've come here is obviously under the orders of the king, and I suppose for you as well, Rosani. But once our business is settled in Magnolia, I will not return to Paradine with you. I will search out this fen place.
Roscoe and
Yes.
Kevril,
Eh?
the two of you actually do know of the fen. If you'd like to join me by the world map, due to your
shit.
Oh,
your bordering of the area. Rosani, given your sheltered upbringing, you do not know of this place.
Hooray!
But you know that the fen.
Altered, rise up.
You know that the fen refers to a very large region of swamps, wetlands, bogs, rivers, marshes, lakes, and all sorts of other terrain, as well as a few small islands in a very, very large bay. Go ahead and roll history, both of you.
Me?
You and Roscoe.
Sweet, I have a great history modifier.
Their ship name would be Costco.
Yeah,
I
baby.
I rolled good. That's what is that? 24. That's
I
24.
love that.
23.
Okay.
Yeah, get fucked, nerd.
Hey, what did you roll? I rolled an 18.
I rolled
Well,
a
like-
19.
Damn it.
I don't really like Rov roll.
Our modifier.
Rob roll. Okay. So
Well, technically my
Wow, yeah.
my real name isn't Kevron.
most people do not go to the fen. Neither of you have been there, but you have at least gathered enough information from being a regional border to it. You know that most sane people tend to stay away. There's not much in terms of civilization. There are a few things that live there, mostly creatures, but there are some semi-intelligent beings, such as lizard folk. And as well as that, it's rumored that it's the gathering place of quite a few cults, strange religious sects, underground societies, whatnot. Most of this is hearsay and rumors. Neither of you can confirm that really any of this is real or concrete. But the rumors tend to be consistent that there's a lot of weird stuff in this place. Roscoe, they tell tales in halfling villages, staying away from the rivers and the marshlands, or else halfling children get abducted and eaten.
I mean, they don't know I'm actually from the forest, so it's hard to.
I just know you're a refugee.
And Kevril, you know that the small border to the fen is somewhat more closely guarded than much of the rest of the realm.
Not for any particular reason, or simply because it is the fen, and the rumors are too risky to avoid.
Just because it's the fen, yeah.
Yeah.
People don't like that place. So that's what you guys know about that. The rest of you are simply too far removed from the area to have ever heard of it.
I'm sorry, I must have missed something. How did the fen get brought up?
That's where Gorn is gonna go, because that's what Bjorn said in his dream.
Bjorn told Gorn to go find and kill a purple wizard in the fen, is what Gorn has shared with you. Michael Aston.
Michael Afton?
Afton, yeah, that's it.
Oh.
You guys, I got a video that I could share with you guys.
Yeah, I know the video.
Of course, you're the one who shared it with me.
It's good.
Gorn, you sure you want to go to the fen? That place is kind of woogity.
You know it?
It's not a want.
I mean, I've never been, but I know it from rumors and stories. Apparently, there's a lot of like real wooey woo kind of culty stuff that goes on. You know, a lot of like weird underground rituals and all sorts of strangeness.
Brett, question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I don't know like much about the refugees, but do a lot of the refugees come from the forest, or is it more like outside?
Oh, they're all from the forest.
They are.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Roscoe, I'm sure people say shit about us like that, if we're being frank.
I mean, yeah, fair, but also, you know, we have I mean, look, we got stories that kind of get passed down from generation to generation where I'm from. That if children kind of go near any of those waters, they'll get scooped up and whisked away. Now, I'm not like superstitious, like kind of in that way, but I think that those stories come from somewhere. They're not just baseless, wooey woo nonsense. Like, there's a reason that these stories were made to keep kids away from there.
Well, the task at hand is a dangerous one regardless. I am prepared. Let me make myself clear. I don't need you to come with. Of course, after our business is settled in the forest, or its border, or whatever, where the hell we're going, you're welcome to come. But I've been giving a task, and I will complete it. You must understand. Things are at stake. I do not know what, but it's bigger than us, is what I gathered.
I mean, scary as it might be, can't be worse than the crack in Antarctic or wherever that hellish place was.
You're right. I mean, fuck. If we could kill a Kraken, what's stopping us?
Just some magic dude. Shouldn't be a
We've
problem.
fought them before.
Yeah, we've killed a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard many things about this area, this fen. For my time with the refugees, I've swapped many stories. They don't take lightly to that area. I don't think I've ever heard any of them even share of stories from going in, because I'm not sure if any of them that have come out. So whatever it is that's in there, you're gonna need all of our help.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Kevril here. I mean, Flint chimes in.
Thanks, Flint.
Yeah, I less so on the fact that I don't think that we're a team, right? We're all here together. We've been together for a while, and we work together well. I think if one of us is going, I think at this point we all know that we're going with them. We're not going to leave you alone.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, Cedric.
Hey, whatever
Thanks.
blows your hair back, man.
Thanks, Cedric. Thank you all.
I continue petting one of the wolves.
I know I sound crazy now, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Look, we've got to get back on the road. We'll talk more of this later. Shall we?
good.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
What are we gonna do with all these wolves? They coming with?
You could run.
No. I think
They're like
I
spirit
think it's
wolves,
an
aren't they?
hour. Pretty sure it's an hour.
Wolves.
Yeah, concentration up to an hour. So they'll just they're fey technically, I believe. So yeah,
Ooh.
they're technically just spirits. I rang my bell and the lone wolf ashes showed up.
Wow.
We
Nice.
took out Margit.
Yo, insane.
Yeah.
How many tries did it take you, dude?
Actually, or
Kevril?
Nah,
making a
I'm
joke?
just fucking with your head.
Kevril, you look up and you see a flaming comet coming down towards you.
Fuck! Not again!
All your
The
summons.
Star Scourge.
What a
I was looking the wrong way. Fuck!
What a cool boss fight, dude. You know, pause real quick. I nearly got him on the first. I use summons, but I nearly got him on the first try. Like I'm down to like
have
a
to.
That's nothing to
like
be
a
ashamed
little
of.
bit of health, and we died. And then the next 20 tries, he got me with like I got like a quarter of his health gone.
That
Are we
you know, it's
talking,
funny that you say that because I feel like anytime I go into a boss without knowing anything about it, with no expectation, I almost certainly always do better. Because as soon as I
Yeah.
have like any sense of doubt with what they're doing, I'm like, oh no, this attack's
Right.
coming.
Right?
Rather than I'm just gonna use my gut and try to avoid everything. I first try more bosses than I do first 10 tries because after the first try it usually takes, if it's a hard boss, like 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Are we
It's so
talking
weird how it works.
Radon right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
Star
done.
Scourge
Fuck.
Radon.
He's my next one. No spoilers. Haven't gotten
He's
him
pretty
yet.
difficult.
Alright. I got a dip though. Everyone enjoy the rest of your Easter and happy horny day.
Happy horny day.
Stay horny, Mitchell.
Stay horny.
Yeah.
Bye.
Horny for Jesus.
Peace, man. Have a good one.
Choose.
Imagine leaving on that. Horny for Jesus.
It wouldn't be the worst thing that somebody's left a stream on.
Yeah, I've seen the
Yeah.
clip.
Terrible. I mean, turkey, man. It's awful. Anyways.
So the wolves do just disappear after a while.
Okay.
So I'll just
Giddy up,
say
giddy
that.
up, giddy up.
All
Let's ride.
Do you guys...
That's my Barker
What do you guys do?
impersonation right there.
We go.
Rehorse and get out of here.
Okay.
Let's rehorse.
Rehorse.
All right.
I'm rehorsing.
I blow my spectral steed summoning whistle thing. What's it called? I don't even fucking know. I give up. Joke's over. Continue.
It's a whistle.
I blow my spectral steed.
Anyways.
Oh, Torrent.
Yeah, so
we love Torrent.
You guys have at this point spent a good 30 to 45 minutes in this clearing. It's kind of collecting yourselves, getting everything figured out. But eventually, with at least somewhat renewed purpose and Gorn a slightly better grasp on reality, thanks in no small part to the support of your friends, you get back on your horses and continue to ride south towards Magnolia. As you ride out of the clearing and back into the more secluded forest woods, Gorn, you can't help but feel like you're being watched. And for but just a moment, the symbol upon your breast burns hot upon your skin before it fades. The sensation is gone, and you continue riding down the leafy path.
Fuck yeah. Devotion level up.
I'm gonna start
We only had
specking
the
in
log
Paladin,
stuff,
bro.
Like
What?
after we got to Magnolia, correct?
I have been
Really?
logging as we go.
Okay.
I think you're technically correct. No, we have to start logging once we get off the boat.
So,
Yeah.
let me move
Maybe.
No, my big D20.
Hey.
Oh, new map.
back here.
Fuck
Calculate.
yeah.
Where's the blessed D20?
Let's take a little peek see
Where's
at
the
this.
blessed D20?
It's over here. It's over on Barker's place.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Ooh.
We just
Ooh,
can't
good
get
one.
rid of that.
Ooh, I like that ground texture.
Whoa, is that the actual scale of our characters to the fucking map?
No,
Yeah,
they're
we're
smaller
huge.
than that, actually.
Oh.
God damn, this is big ol' city.
So
Fuck, yeah, those like vineyards.
Calculate population density.
let me
Go.
describe, actually.
Yo, this is dope. Actually, I love this. Bro,
Oh,
this is so
speaking
sick.
of vineyards.
For example, let me put a board on here and I can describe just how big it is compared to
Dude.
Paradine.
Dude, like, I think fantasy maps are my kink. Like, I don't know why. Just I look at this shit
Are you
and I
getting
just
pretty
like,
hard right
I'm
now?
not like necessarally like turned
Being
on.
a
So,
but
horny
fuck.
day.
If you
Happy
take
horny
He's horny.
day, Lilo.
Yeah, it's horny.
Happy horny day.
Yeah,
Fuck,
happy
dude,
horny
yeah.
day. If you guys all
Like,
take a
shit.
look at the little map of Paradine. So Magnolia here, this size that you see, like this full map, and this will help provide scale for both places, I think, is about maybe this big.
Okay.
Wait, where the fuck are you on the
I'm
map
over
map?
by
Yeah.
Rosani and
Oh.
Roscoe's.
Oh,
Oh.
wait.
Oh. Wait.
Oh.
Magnolia is that big?
Yeah.
Well, if you look at
Paradine's
it,
fucking
that looks pretty much
massive.
that looks pretty much fucking
Yeah,
accurate,
that-
honestly.
that
The size
looks
of the
spot on.
buildings.
Yeah, I
Oh
kinda
yeah,
see
it looks pretty good.
Yeah, Paradine's like the biggest city in the fucking
For
the
for
realm.
comparison.
in the plains.
Well, Rosani, I'll just give you some info, and you'll hear a description in a moment.
That's like,
This place
nice
is a
curve to
lot
it.
less like compact and dense than Paradine is, Rosani. This place has a population of like 10,000 ish. Paradine has a population of around 120,000. And it's very dense. So you can see on the map the scale there. A lot of the Paradine maps or buildings are also like 2-3 stories. You know, they're pretty tall versus here. Well, let me describe it to you. So
Exposition.
So you guys, after a long day of riding, eventually come into a larger and larger clearing as the trees begin to part further and further away from you and the road becomes more well trodden. It's late in the day when you finally come upon the valley town of Magnolia. You gaze over this bountiful valley and are amazed to see a town whose, well, it's unlike any other settlement you've seen so far in the plains. Many of the towns and cities of the western Gale Plains are clearly ravaged by the decades-long conflict in the south. Their resources have been stripped clean, their industries destroyed, their people left with very little hope and even less property. But gazing upon this place, it's completely different. It's not quite idyllic, but quaint, tranquil, prosperous. The valley, you start at the top of a crescent-shaped valley, and you watch as dirt roads flow down the walls of the hill like rivers feeding into a great lake of stone, cobblestone, and buildings, not unlike the great river that flows at the bottom of the valley, separating the town proper from the faraway border of the Forest of Eternal Spring, whose bright trees shimmer and cast the light of the setting sun in a radiant spectacle in the air. There's a lot of farmland, fertile with, even at this late time in the day, many people working the plows, though from your point of view, they're not any larger than ants. And still further, the town proper. Though still somewhat cramped and certainly as confusing to navigate as Paradine streets likely are, there's a certain sense of, well, how do I put it? There's a better sense of structure in this place. The buildings, they're you can really only see many of the rooftops from here, but it seems better maintained than Paradine.
Intentional, perhaps?
Not necessarily. It's hard to tell from where you are, but this place is clearly different than anywhere you've been before, especially in the kingdom. It stands in stark contrast from the war-torn realm, almost as if it doesn't belong here. It seems as if it's even from a different time. As the sun continues to set in the sky, you hear a loud boom, boom. The chiming of what must be an enormous church bell to be heard from all the way atop the hill valley. You look and you see a great building guarding the precipice of an inner walled area of the town by the bottom of the valley. It has 3 clear wings, all separated with equal radial distance. And they all build up into one large tower, a bell tower from which a gigantic metal bell that you can see even from where you are, bing, bing, ringing and alerting the town that the time for work is done and it's now the time for rest. Rosani, you of course know this as King Ashen's Cathedral, which is perhaps the centerpiece of the entire settlement and the oldest building by far in both the town and perhaps the realm.
Where is it on the map?
This guy here.
Okay.
In fact, you struggle to find anything wrong with this place. And as you continue down the road in awe at the refreshing prosperity, you come upon a forked path and see old, rickety fencing that separates you and a large island of grass from miles and miles, perhaps not miles, but a lot, acres and acres of orchards that cascade down the hill valley. But taking a look, well, it's frankly the first ugly thing you've seen here. At first glance, the uniform rows of trees seem like another testament to the fertility and life present in this place. But getting a better look, these orchards, they certainly do not bear fruit any longer. Maybe 2/3 of the trees are either dead, dying, or diseased. With the remaining trees, those few that stand tall, bearing, well, One of you goes up and snatches an apple from a tree. It's rather soft, poor quality. And looking around at the further trees that still stand and bear any sort of leaves or fruit, they're in a similar state. None of these trees are healthy. And now that you look at them and see them in stark contrast to the prosperity of the rest of the area, it's very difficult to keep your eyes away from them. In fact, it's hard to imagine a place like this could have such a blotch upon the landscape. And you think of perhaps a time when these orchards were in full bloom. But regardless, you have arrived in the town of Magnolia on the western banks of the Grand River that separate the Forest of Eternal Spring from the eastern Gale Plains. Rosani, atop your horse as the sun continues to set over the valley and the shadows pour over the land. In the far, far distance, I'll draw an arrow all the way over here. Past the old, crumbling ruins of rocky towers from days gone, you see the fort, the old, dilapidated, even ramshackle fort.
Drake!
That stands upon the southern hill of the valley, overlooking the rest of the town. Still stands tall as it ever was. Following the path down, you see something that you do not recall since the long last time that you were here. Closer to the base of one of the hills, large wooden palisades have been erected, surrounding another one of the old dilapidated stone towers, and torchlight can clearly be seen. It's very difficult to tell what is there, but this is clearly some new fortification that has been created. Rosani, I may add that the orchards the last time you were here were in slightly better shape. But from what you remember, they have always been kind of diseased, plague-ridden.
Okay.
But you all take a moment more, staying atop your horses, to gaze upon the majesty of this fertile valley.
Wow.
So we were supposed to talk to the mayor first, right?
Count Brolin
Count
is his
Brolin.
name.
Thank you.
Count Boolin.
The count
More like.
of the area, of the town, and the county.
If memory serves, our job was to make contact with them and meet with Count Brolin and ideally record the conversation using the spheres.
Right. Well, we should first. At least let them know that we're here.
Hopefully our arrival doesn't cause too much of a ruckus.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Shall we? I guess I am the one who knows the way now, so I'll lead the way. I'm assuming I know where the count would be, most likely.
You know where the town's castle is, yes. The
Then I
manor.
will lead the way there.
All right. Once again, you turn your horses, with Rosani now leading the way down into the valley, hopefully to meet with Count Brolin. and to make contact with the elven refugees who have seized the fort outside of the town. With luck, negotiations will go well, your task completed, and you can return home victorious to Paradine, or to wherever it takes you next. But for now, Count Brolin, Rosani, your mother, Gorn,
Hello.
the mysterious cosmic purple wizard, and the rest of you, whatever you may find here, awaits. Next session. So that is where we're going to end tonight's session. So as always, thank you for coming. If you're watching the stream for the first time, we hope you enjoyed. And know that this overlay that we have right now, down there and this orange on either side, is not how it usually looks. But it got fucked up because that's how it is. If you're returning
if
to
you're
watch
also
us,
watching for the first time, we're sorry that you're very confused as to what's going on.
well,
Yeah, you
Not
kind of
a-
just gotta
Not a lot of
got
context.
dumped in.
yeah. If you're watching again, or if you're a member of the community, thank you for watching. Cause that's not. Anyways,
It's not working.
and if you're one of my players, which is you guys, thank you all for coming. I hope
me.
you enjoyed. And we will not play next Sunday, but we will look for a time to play hopefully soon. So thank you all for coming. Good night stream. Goodbye. Hey.